Tonight I am making Impossibly Easy Cheeseburger Pie. What I did is I went ahead and I already browned 1.5 pounds of ground beef with a large onion, and I sprayed my pie dish with some Pam just in case we don't like it when our food sticks. Right here I've got a cup of milk, 2 eggs, and the star ingredient, 1/2 cup of biscuit mix. Just gonna go ahead and crack these in here. And we're gonna make I can really wreck up the kitchen, by the way. My husband does the dishes every night, thank you. He's on camera tonight. This tastes like 1994 to me, and I should be an awkward 10-year-old with teeth that are too big for her face, freckles all over my nose and cheeks, and I just got home from riding my bike all day long in Fort Meade, Maryland, and my mother made the Bisquick recipe of Impossible cheeseburger pie. I was kind of curious like how long this has been around, because it screams like childhood for me. I don't really hear people making things like this anymore. And you really don't think about making stuff like this until you have a bunch of kids yourself, like I do. I guess in like the 1970s, Bisquick started publishing these impossible pie recipes on the back of their boxes. So there's more than one, but this cheeseburger pie is really what kind of took off. I'm thinking about trying to make a pizza version and just swapping out the ground beef for pork sausage and pepperonis, and then using mozzarella, maybe serving it with like a side of marinara sauce. We'll see. My kids like anything that tastes like pizza. I'm just gonna whisk this all together and try to get as many clumps out as I can. I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees. I went ahead and started that. I'm sorry for the hiccups. I always get the hiccups when I'm pregnant. I went ahead and did that right when I started browning the beef. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. And then I'm gonna top this with 1/2 of this. So a cup of cheese will do it. That'll cover the top of your beef mixture. I think the original recipe calls for just 1 pound of ground beef, but we're sort of past just 1 pound of ground beef to feed my family, and I'm eating a little bit more than I usually do. So I thought I'm gonna add an extra 1/2 pound. Okay, so I got it covered. And what I'm gonna do too while this is in the oven baking, Levi loves Big Mac sauce. So I'm gonna make a little side of Big Mac sauce so we can eat that on top of it. And you can top your Impossible cheeseburger pie with lettuce when it comes out, tomatoes. I would do, again, I would do so many neat things to this if I wasn't having to deal with 3 little picky eaters. So then I'm just trying to get all the last little bit of clumps out. You go ahead and you pour your biscuit mixture over the top just like this. And it's so cool. When you put it in the oven, it's gonna come out and it's gonna have this really neat crust that it makes. And I showed you folks just how impossibly easy that was. That's why they came up with the name. So I'll go ahead and show you what this looks like when it comes out of the oven. I pulled out our Impossibly Easy cheeseburger pie. Eric, you wanna get a close-up of this? It's got a nice crispy crust. Let you hear it. It's pretty crispy. And a lot of that has to do with putting the cheese directly on the top of it like that. I just baked it at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. It was done really so fast. I put together some Big Mac sauce, shredded a little bit of lettuce. We're gonna cut into this. Boys are all bathed. It was perfect timing. Eric stuck him in the bath. hate getting out the first piece of any dish. I know that I am not the only person. Come on, come out nicely on video. Kind of nice. This one's for Levi. Or Eric. Eric, you want this one on the blue plate? Do you care which color plate I give you?
Okay.
Max does. I watched that TikTok video of the guy who did like first child, middle child, youngest child. He's like, I wanted the blue plate. I'm not eating this. I watched it a bunch of times and I laughed really hard every single time. Okay, so I'll do a little bit of my Big Mac sauce on top. And salad. There you have it. Yum. All right, Max, what do you think?
Yum yum.
How about you, Mr. C? How's that Big Mac sauce?
Good.
Awesome.
Wait.
Oh, Caleb always has something to say. Aww.
Wait.
Ooh, cool trick.
Wait. 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 Wait.
Aww. Oh, Levi, what's that?
Wait.
All right, everybody, back to the grind
wait,
tomorrow.
wait,
I hope everybody has a
hold
smooth
on,
morning.
Hold on.
Getting the kids back to school.
Wait.
All right, last trick.
Wait. Wait. I'm gonna be sick tomorrow.